Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Doctor Who Reviews. This week we are doing Let's Kill Hitler. Kachiri ran a mile away, so he's not in this episode. But that just makes room for our special guest, returning at her own request. Oh, this girl's a fool.
I'm sorry, you dragged me into this. You conscripted me. What are you saying at my request?
Conscription's a strong word. Yes.
I didn't do a goddamn thing for the record. I was like,
no, you were in the anime, Dad.
A weekend with a Chibnall episode? I can leave these kids alone for one weekend. What's the worst that could happen? And then I come back and it's like Donald Glover in the Community.
Hey, Kris, can you stop looking straight into the gun? It's a little awkward holding you at gunpoint for this.
No guns. We will be demonetized.
We won't be demonetized. So anyway,
do you make money?
No, we don't make money. If we were being monetized, this video would be demonetized quicker than you can say, let's kill Hitler.
I think we get demonetized just from the title. So
yeah, the title, the thumbnail, we got no chance.
In fact, there's Nazis in this.
Okay. I just thought of a really dark thing, and you feel free to cut it. Let's kill Hitler. Why, Hitler beat us to the punch on that one.
But pish.
I'm not dignifying that with a dumb tish. That's not worthy of a dumb tish.
I mean, there was the theory that he just, had a body double killed in his place, but
Yes, I mean, same thing with Saddam Hussein and his sons.
That's just a theory, a game theory.
No, we're not dragging them into this as well.
Thanks for watching.
Brainiac, who's here?
What? You get a clap and a half for that.
Joined by my three co-hosts. Firstly, to my virtual left,
I'm going to get sued.
Recently returned from the 51st state of Canada, which is the Anime Den. It's Frez Inferno. I said I'd be nice.
Listen, you better fucking hope Mark Carney gets in. You better.
He will. He will. Oh, Puffy has cooked.
Polyev better be cooked and fucking.
No, he's cooked. Trump doesn't like him. Anyway. To my virtual right, she did not see that coming. It's Choreography Surfer Verno's cat.
Nazis in my Doctor Who? What is this, political or something?
And finally, our special guest for the evening. She knows what she did and she should feel bad, but she probably won't. It's Kris.
So,
to be fair, I knew nothing about this.
Yes, that's true.
She was so disappointed at the end.
That's not a defense, but it's still true.
Meanwhile,
so let's kill Hitler. So let's talk a little bit about what on earth.
Frez, blow out your mic.
What?
Check the chat.
Yes, I have to present into the chat now because we don't have Kachiri in this Google Meets. So you had to look there for me, Marie.
I did try it. It didn't like it. It didn't like it at all.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I like that. But... So yeah, the background to Let's Kill Hitler. So firstly, Kris, how does it feel to have committed a war crime?
What?
Oh my god. This was a ride.
Oh, was it?
I'm not gonna pretend it wasn't. This was very, it felt a lot shorter than it actually was. I blame the really good writing for that.
Yeah.
Everything just was really well paced and it happened so quickly. I thought, the whole thing of crashing into the Führer's office was literally within the first 5 minutes. It was not.
No.
It was halfway into the episode.
It wasn't, but it feels like it, doesn't it? Because it's paced actually really, really well. But before people, have a go at me, this is a bit. She hasn't actually committed a war crime. We're cool.
Yeah.
No, it's all of America that's making war crimes right now.
Kris is Kris, I adore you for this because you have picked a cornerstone episode of one of my all-time favorite seasons of Doctor Who.
Yeah, when I say you don't know what you've done, you should feel bad. This is what I was talking about, not the Nazi thing.
I get to be entirely normal about Series 6.
The only thing he likes more than Series 6 is Clara. That's saying a lot.
The only thing I like more than
I have a fact about this episode that Frez is going to find interesting. Then, if they like Clara.
What did you say?
No, when we get there, when we get to a certain character. But I will just touch on this now. So, you have to be very careful when you depict Nazis in media. You do.
Yeah.
It's a very sensitive subject. Yeah. They're still banned in Germany. Like, just even showing a Nazi on the screen can be a criminal offence, depending on the judge. And the swastika is banned in Germany, and you're not really supposed to show it, except in historical depictions of Nazis. That's probably acceptable. This isn't a historical depiction of Nazis, so it's acceptable. And you will notice there weren't that many swastikas in the actual episode.
There's like 2.
Yeah, they adorn Hitler's office, but they don't really have the Germans wearing them, because that'd be a bit awkward.
A little. I
think the one guy in the very first part where he was getting replicated, oh my gosh, I think he had an armband on, but I don't think they showed the swastika.
I think you're absolutely right, yes.
He had an Iron Eagle on, I think, which had a swastika on it.
Yes.
I think there's some guys in the restaurant, too, who have them.
Quite possibly.
There was at least one salute, which was used for semi-comedic effect.
But this is just one reason why it is quite a controversial episode.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think he went too far, but others might have a different opinion.
I mean, the entire thing is just it's just a plot hook set up to get you to this place to deal with the real plot, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But after 10 minutes, it's just punch Hitler in the face and then lock him in a cupboard.
Yeah, you don't see Hitler again. You don't see Hitler again.
I'm disappointed in this episode because I was promised a dead Hitler.
Well, Kris, we'll come over sometime and we'll watch Downfall. How about that?
Oh my God.
Or even better, Inglourious Bastards.
That's a better choice. Yes.
Inglourious Bastards was fantastic. A++.
But also, I have to link this. And apologies, it's the bird site, but
what?
Yes.
I'm also glad you brought that card up because this actor looks so much like Hitler when he was dressed up like it is him.
He has 68 brains, but only 25 terror.
Yeah, 68 brains splattered all over the bunker.
A little fun backstory with this. I misremembered a story about comparing the stats on the Hitler card to the stats on Rosa Parks' card, because Rosa Parks from the Chibnall Rosa episode has one of these cards too. And I was wrong. It was comparing Rosa Parks' card with a Dalek, and they both have a scariness rating of 20.
What?
Yeah, let me find it.
Excuse me?
Oh no, it's Rosa Parks. She's so terrifying. She might sit at the front of the bus.
She might sit down on the bus, yeah.
How
horrifying.
There it is.
What's next? She might stand.
There it is.
Oh.
Again, sorry for bird site bullshit, but
it's okay. But the point is, because you brought up this card, right? Mm-hmm. Is that the actor? Yeah, that's right.
What the heck? What is this? What do these stats even mean? What even is this?
Why is there even a card game?
Yes.
I don't know.
But the actor that played him, and as we say, he's not in it for very long, thank goodness. But honestly,
Rosa Parks' braveship should just be infinite. Really,
his name is Albert Welling, and once they put Albert Welling in the makeup. Oh, sorry about that. Once they put Albert Welling in the makeup, apparently it was a surreal experience because the makeup artist did such a good job with him.
Damn.
It was like having Hitler on the actual set.
What a backhanded compliment that is.
Yeah, not a compliment.
Well, it's a compliment to the hair and makeup the people. They did their job.
Holy shit, you look just like him. That's amazing.
They did their job a little bit too well, but they did their job.
They really did.
I had a fun idea come to my mind, and I'm too gremlin not to do it. Hey, Kris.
Yeah.
Can you explain in your own words what you think the plot of Series 6 is up to this point?
Okay.
Oh, this will be fun.
I'm just checking. We got 2 hours. Yes. Okay.
That's only if I go crazy. Okay. And I will, so be wary. But...
Let me go put my laundry in.
Let her talk. Come on. Let her cook.
Just inferring from what I've seen in the flashbacks and with what little knowledge I have on the subject, I'm going to say that Series 6 is let's get the Doctor a girlfriend and have her kill him while also being convolutedly attracted to his best friend / wife's other best friend.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty interesting.
You're not wrong.
That's pretty damn close.
It's pretty close.
That's honestly wild.
Series 6 is about a giant cult that wants to kill the Doctor before he answers the question of what his name is.
Yeah, and that gets brought up for the first time here, by the way. The question.
Oh yeah.
See,
we're not going to have Kris on for. Yeah, we're not going to have Kris on for Wedding River Song unless you really, really want to come back. But yeah, that whole thing about the question, the oldest question in the universe, was a bit of a mystery box for this thing. And the answer is that the oldest question in the universe is Doctor Who.
Yes. And even better, in the very first episode of this series, that question gets asked.
They said it in this one too.
Yeah.
See,
yep.
It really is hidden in plain sight. And we will never forget the late Simon Becker Fisher.
Simon Fisher Becker.
His name? Fisher Becker. Well, we will never forget his delivery of it at the end of Wedding River. Doctor Who. Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
See, here I am thinking, obviously the oldest question in the universe has to be something like, why are we here, or whatever. It went completely over my head. But obviously the answer is 42.
Yes.
There's a long plot to this, but basically there is a password that is holding back the entirety of the Time Lords who are not dead. They're just in an alternate dimension, and that password is the Doctor's true name.
Just chilling, watching the Time War, having a bud.
Yeah, so if the Doctor's true name is ever spoken at this one specific location, then the portal will open up and all the Time Lords can come back and essentially start taking over the universe again, because the Time Lords are all assholes.
Noted.
Well, some of them
And that's what the Silence want to stop.
Yeah.
The Silence want to stop the Time Lords from coming back, and so they think that the best way to do that is to murder the Doctor.
And also, and this is me getting into my shit again, the way that they're portrayed is very interesting, because you could portray them as sympathetic antagonists, needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. We have to kill him this time. No, instead they're mustache-twirling evil fuckers who, in the prior episode, kidnap Amy Pond while she's heavily pregnant. They make her have her baby. They steal her baby from her. There's this giant fucking siege. And then the baby is actually a duplicate, and they fool the Doctor. I fooled you. And they melt the baby while she's in Amy's arms in white goop.
Frez, it's perfectly fine because she's not truly villainous.
God, keep down, you fucking wiki. I will never let that go.
No, you won't.
We don't really deal with the villains.
Neither will I.
Because,
what the fuck, Wiki? Curtis Wiki, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's
okay.
So this Wiki, what the fuck? Brackets derogatory.
Should I launch into my main thesis about why this episode fucking slaps?
Well,
please don't.
At least there was at least one Hitler punching, so I'll give it a thumbs up just for that.
A bunch of Nazis punched, and unfortunately I misremembered the scene where she uses regeneration energy to knock down a bunch of those Nazis with guns. I thought she killed them.
No, she just knocks them out. It doesn't really matter because it's just to get them out of the narrative, but...
We have at least one dead Nazi.
Yeah, the guy at the beginning dies.
Yes.
A single tear rolls down my eye because there were not more Nazis dead.
Well, Nazi lives don't matter.
Inglourious Bastards is a motion picture that you can watch right now.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a video game you can purchase right now.
Hell yeah.
I really, you know, when that comes on PS5, I might grab it.
You know what else has dead Nazis in it? COD Zombies.
Yeah, true.
I'm saying you
true.
can kill Nazi zombies all day long.
And
You
Wolfenstein.
get to kill them again. That's the beauty of
And
it.
Wolfenstein.
It's beautiful. I think you can even kill Hitler in that one.
Good.
I believe so, yes.
So if we all play it together, could we be saying, let's kill Hitler?
No.
Yeah.
Bit of a reach, but I'll allow it. But
I call River Song. I've got the curly hair.
I can't believe I'm about to say this sentence, but the Nazis are actually a distraction for the real plot.
Yeah. The entire thing is just, you know, it's a classic Moffat bait and switch. He just has this.
The Nazis are a red herring.
Yeah. The real plot is Mel's.
Okay.
You might be thinking, who the hell is Mel's? Well, Mel's is their best friend.
She's always been there, just off the corner of the camera, you know.
She's just Mel's.
I have one question. Did she always know who she was?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
This
yeah.
entire time, she's like, I'm gonna be best friends with my mom.
Yeah.
It's her way of growing up with her. Yeah.
Can I just say, this is really kind of insane?
Oh
And
yeah.
a little fucked up.
No, you can.
Oh yes, it is.
Unfortunately, at this point, she is kind of insane.
Oh,
Well,
good luck.
Psychosomatic,
Yeah,
I think insane.
Getting sent to the principal's office.
Yeah, these scenes are great.
Like, you haven't seen the montage. Is it in Red Wedding that we see the montage of what happened to her when she was growing up?
No, that the only montage we see is of the Day of the Moon, I think, where she regenerates as a little girl.
Okay, Day of the Moon. So there's a montage where we see her growing up. She does not have a happy time growing up.
Oh,
No, she really doesn't.
So growing up with her parents is probably the first time she's actually had any sort of happiness whatsoever.
I mean,
that's
she's
really sad. I'm sorry.
she's like 9 in the Astronaut 2-part.
Yeah.
Season 6.
Yeah.
So first 9 years of her life are absolute hell. She's basically I guess torture is a strong word. I don't know the lore.
I would say tortured, yeah.
Torture is absolutely the right word.
Tortured and indoctrinated to be nothing more than an assassin to kill Doctor Who because this eye patch bitch, it really has it in for him.
What they do to this little girl is unconscionable. I mean, in her first appearance at the end of Day of the Moon, she actually gets found by like a vagrant. It's like, little girl, you okay? It's all right. I'm dying, but I can fix that. And then she regenerates.
And then from there, I guess she must go through some more
Yeah.
regeneration.
She goes from the little girl to Mel's.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
She only regenerates
Yeah,
twice,
yeah.
funnily enough. But
And somehow she makes him cross the pond back to Leavenworth and grow up with her as her mom's best friend.
yeah, the montage of her getting into trouble at school and then getting into trouble with the police is kind of great.
It really is.
It really cemented how insane this character was, and I loved her from the start.
Can I also point out that the actor playing young Rory has one of the best names I've ever heard for an actor?
What's that?
Ezekiel Wigglesworth.
Wigglesworth.
I love that.
Wow. I adore that.
And as far as that's a
I
sexual
love
name
it, but
as
also
well.
that poor boy.
That's not a stage name either. So
Oh, the fucking scene with Amy and Rory in the bedroom where it's like, oh, Rory, no, me and Rory, that'd never work out. We're friends. Gay. No, I'm not gay. What? What the fuck?
It's like, point out one woman you've ever been interested in, and he just looks hurt, and
he
he
runs
can't
away.
say anything.
yeah,
It's
Oh
like,
my
no, baby.
I love these two so much. They're perfect couple.
and then Mel steals a car. Then she holds the doctor at gunpoint. It's like, I've got a gun. What the hell? Let's kill Hitler. Title drop.
I know, that was great, honestly. I was here for it. I was jazzed. This is like, yes, let's go ahead and kill a dictator.
Also, Amy and Rory summon the doctor by drawing his name in a crop circle.
Beautiful.
That was also wild. I don't know how to feel about that. That was honestly fantastic.
This whole thing is
Like-
wild. I'll be honest with you.
Yes. I'm here for it.
It's honestly a great episode.
Yes.
So
Yes.
fun.
The line
It's not just so fun. It is again. Do I have to post the meme again? It is a pinnacle of the silence art.
Yes, you don't need to post it again, but I get what you're saying. Now, here's the fun fact about Mel's.
Okay, Rain.
She didn't have to be played by Nina Toussaint White.
She didn't.
No,
I disagree.
There were others that auditioned for the part. One of them was Jenna Coleman.
Oh my god.
I don't know who that is, but I will.
She became Clara. She became Clara.
That's Clara.
Yeah. This may be how she was first put on the radar.
Kris, huh?
Yeah.
You don't know who Clara is?
Ignoring Fresno
Why don't we
completely.
hang out sometime and just watch some television together, you and I. I can show you Clara and show you how great she is.
Ignoring all of that.
Oh my god.
This might be how she was first put on Moffat's radar to play Clara.
Oh my
Probably.
god. Oh my god.
I will have to learn more about this. I suppose, under duress.
Yes! Yes!
Oh no. Calm down there.
You know what? You know what, Kris? I've got you. I will save you. I'll show you Clara.
What? What?
Fresno right now.
Yes. You don't understand the full depths of power you've given me by talking about the silence arc and then having Clara be interwoven into it from the very beginning.
Unfortunately, depending on your point of view, that's a fact. She did audition for the part of Mills.
I'm kind of glad that things worked out that way.
Oh yeah, because Nina Toussaint White's great in this limited role that she gets.
Yes, and that fucking shocker of shockers that happens, which I know that Kris is probably just like, oh wow, that was weird. But for us, it's just like, oh my fucking god, what?
Yeah, that line, you named your daughter after your daughter. What the hell?
Yeah, that was I already kind of knew about River Song and all that before getting into this. That was it's like I feel really bad for Amy.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
They put Amy through the damn ringer.
You should. If you saw Good Man Goes to War, you would feel really bad for Amy.
She has.
Oh, yeah, then yeah.
If you saw Series 6, you feel bad for Amy.
Yeah.
Any Series 6.
Series 6, also known as Let's Fuck Over One Poor British Girl.
Yeah.
Scottish.
She's still British, Cat. Don't start.
It's literally, let's fuck over one British... I said British. Let's fuck over one Scottish girl to get back at this bow tie wearing fuckhead.
Don't start.
Oh, I'm stuck. Anyway, yeah, the regeneration.
Look, Rain, you're not even allowed to talk. You're not even from Britain. You're Texas.
Don't start.
Hey, I didn't say shit, Rain. Just don't look at me.
No, I'm not looking at you. I know your voice. I know Cat's voice. I don't get those confused.
Unlike some AI, which got me my voice confused with a dude once.
What?
What?
Who, me?
Fuck.
But yeah, this twist, even though you can kind of see it coming, and context, Doctor Who had not been on the air for 4 or 5 months at this point.
More like 2 or 3.
All right,
Summer break.
I think it was like June. It ended in June.
Yeah, ended in June and came back around August.
September.
So there was some time between it.
Yeah,
there was some
it went
time
on summer break,
and it led to an amazing moment when Good Man Goes to War finished, and they aired a trailer for the next episode. It was just the Doctor skeleton holding the sonic screwdriver.
Oh, that fucking thing!
And the line, the Doctor will return in. Let's kill Hitler. So I was like, what the hell? Is this a joke?
My God,
not a joke.
That must have been hard for people that actually watched this on the reg.
I mean,
yes, it was.
Yeah, we knew it was happening though. It was well advertised in advance that it was going to be a split series.
You want to know what made it even worse at the moment, Kris? The fact that at the time that I was watching this, BBC America was doing this great thing where they would take chunks of the episode and air it before it happened in the episode as part of the commercials.
Yeah.
That
was fun.
You will never
I remember you raving about that. That was bullshit.
You will never get tired of bringing that up, and you're right to.
Because that's such bullshit.
But the regeneration scene is incredible. So Mel's admits that she's Melody, and that's why she got to grow up with them, kind of, after all. And then she says the line, "Shut up, Dad, I'm trying to focus on her dress size." Then she screams and regenerates, and it's River Song, of course it is.
Oh,
Also, I love the line the doctor says of, "You named your daughter after your daughter."
I think I already said that, but yes.
I fucking love the...
I didn't hear you, so bleh.
Where he's talking to Amy, he's like, yeah, that's River Song. This is the first instance of River Song. Who's River Song? Spoilers.
Yeah, they turn the spoilers on her for once.
I mean, I can tell you, at the time, that felt liberating. After so much time of River going, "I know more than you spoil, sweetie, I'm from the future," to finally have it flipped on his head and be like, "Oh, now I know a little more than you."
Also the bit where she's just regenerated and she starts flirting with the doctor.
God.
And she starts checking herself out.
Yeah, the hair just goes on forever, doesn't it?
My goodness, like
she loves the fact that her butt and everything.
Yeah, I'm all sort of mature.
Maybe it's just that it's because it's River and she's still, got that conditioning in her head. She's acting like this, but I think back to Jodie Whittaker's first scenes, and like she's positively subdued. It's like, oh, I'm a woman now, neat. Whereas River's like, oh, I'm so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Honey, God damn.
The best part is when she sees the doctor for the first time as River, and she goes, "Hello, Benjamin." And the doctor says, "Who's Benjamin?" and then Effie covers his eyes.
Honestly, going back to what you said about Jodie and, seeing all the doctor's other regenerations where he was also this perky. It was like, teeth, I've got teeth, new liver, new spleens and stuff. It's like, why couldn't he do that for Jodie?
Amy covers the doctor's eyes because that's her daughter.
Thank you, Chibnall.
Thank you, Chibnall.
That's brilliant, by the way, that Amy covers the doctor's eyes because it's her daughter.
and then they get into y'all ever see the Evil and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Melvin.
Goodness gracious.
It's the whole thing. Well, actually, I'll kill you with this gun. But you see, I disarmed the gun. But then I got this. Oh, wait, no, it's a banana because I switched around the fruit.
Yeah.
That was such a fun scene.
Yeah.
And she gets him in the end, but let's move on. Unfortunately, move on, shall we say?
What are we moving on
to? The elephant in the room, where it should be called "Let's Save Hitler," not "Let's Kill Hitler," because they save Hitler.
Unfortunately,
in their defense, they didn't go, "Oh my God," she shot the TARDIS and went out of fucking control.
Yeah.
So,
but even so, Hitler said, "Thank you. I think you were just probably to save my life." Oh my God.
Oops.
Yeah. Like the look on his face was like, oh,
okay.
Oh
no. Should we talk about the Tesselecta, or do you have?
We're getting there in a second. I just want a behind the scenes bit about this scene of the TARDIS smashing through the wall.
Okay.
So because of this, they had to build a set.
Yes,
obviously.
And this actually caused a few problems, like just the logistics. How are we going to get the TARDIS to come through the wall? Does the wall burst open? What do we do? They managed it with an air cannon.
Hey,
wow.
And they destroyed half the set to do it.
Beautiful.
Well, it works. The room is wrecked, so destroy half the set.
Hey, it saved those scene setters a lot of time and money.
Yeah. But yeah, you've mentioned it now, because Hitler says, "You saved my life," and then Rory puts Hitler in the cupboard.
He punches Hitler out, takes his gun, and then it's like, "Shut up, Hitler!"
Yeah, the punch is edited out of certain versions, but they put him in the cupboard.
What do you mean only certain versions?
They should
Hitler should be punched in every version.
I agree, but they take that scene out in certain airings.
Hey, Kat, how about you two?
Really?
I think it's...
Oh, yeah.
So Kris and I were having a discussion afterwards. We were arguing about how often Rory got to punch a Nazi, and I said that he got to punch Hitler. And Kris was like, no, he tackled Hitler. And I was like, no, he punched Hitler to get the gun away from him. And we were going to bring up the episode on where we watched it on Amazon, and I said, oh, we'll just look it up on YouTube. there was no clips on YouTube of Rory punching Hitler,
Because it would get
which
demonetized.
is a crime.
I know, and like
You can't monetize it anyways. It's Doctor Who.
No, the
The saddest
BBC
thing
couldn't
is,
monetize it. The BBC
Okay,
couldn't
so-
monetize it.
They allow Elon Musk on YouTube. Surely they can allow Hitler.
Oh my god!
That's a phrase.
Okay. What you do is you look up that old clip where Richard Spencer's talking about Pepe the Frog and then he gets punched in the fucking mouth.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Oh, we're
I
talking
don't
about
understand that reference.
We're talking about Nazis,
Spencer's
allegedly.
He's some alt-right shithead, and he was talking about a Pepe the Frog pin, and some random guy ran up, punched him in the mouth, and ran away and got away with it.
Oh,
And that's
Yeah.
more
probably
or less
on
it.
YouTube. And yet we can't have an actor playing a guy who's acting at playing Hitler.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up, isn't it?
He was
The
like,
fuck?
The only
Rory
difference
gets
is I
the
think that
punch.
Spencer wasn't wearing like a swastika or a uniform, so that's
Yeah.
fair game.
Yeah, we
And-
just went and found that yes, he indeed did punch Hitler to get the gun away from him.
And in my defense, it happened so fast. It was like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
I probably
Which again,
blinked.
it should be on YouTube. There's 0.5
Yeah.
seconds of the punch.
Anyway, Rory Williams is the ideal man, and this essay I will.
Arthur Darville loved this filming this episode because he gets to be an action hero. Kind of.
Hell yeah. The fucking, when he punches out the Tesselecta with the fake salute.
And that's not Tesla,
Is
that's
that-
just a random Nazi.
Is that what it was
Tesselecta.
called?
It gets up right after and is like, oh, it's...
Yeah, it was the Tesselecta.
Alright, he punches that and a random Nazi. Okay, so if I had a penny for every time Roy Williams punched out a Nazi in this episode, I have 3 pennies.
There you go. Oh, man.
Because that great bit was outside
Rory.
with the motorcycle and he just shouts, Heil! The guy shouts, Heil! Then Roy just biffs him into unconsciousness.
While we're on that, I fucking love the line. You know how to ride a motorcycle now? I suppose so. It's that kind of day.
But we can now talk, having got that out of the way, we can now talk about the Tesselecta. This is a great concept.
And
And it's a great setup.
Honestly, I was totally fascinated in the opening where they were like doing all the things and they like made this like really robotic movement. Kudos to the actors here because like they did such a good job like performing stiff movements, and all of the actors made it cohesive so that you
Yeah.
could easily tell that specific thing, even though it was several different people, was one cohesive thing. So good job, everybody.
I'm a
involved.
sucker for shapeshifters in fiction. I'm a sucker for robotic shapeshifters in fiction in particular. And they did this really, really, really well.
It's so cool. Honestly, that was pretty cool. I was fascinated.
Oh, the effect when it
So-
transforms as well.
I
Oh
love
gosh,
yeah.
yeah. So cool.
Yeah. Isn't it funny, guys? Isn't it funny what happens when you pay people money to put their imagination on the screen
right, right.
instead of feeding
It's
something
almost like when you
into
have
an
a
AI?
budget.
So anyway, Studio Ghibli films.
Yeah, I was going to say. I feel so sorry
Mm.
for this studio.
As someone who has Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind in their top 4 on Letterboxd, sincerely, eat my ass.
Yeah, seconded.
God.
Eat his asshole.
But
Seconded,
sorry,
we're not
what?
doing a Hibiki podcast, right?
What was it that you said? You said yesterday, Chris. Miyazaki's rolling in his grave. He's not even dead yet.
Oh, I tweeted that, yeah.
oh my god.
I tweeted something
there's-
similar to that effect. Because the
I think I
White
was reading out his tweet.
the White House used a meme of someone being deported in a Ghibli format. Because of course they did.
Fuck's sakes.
Oh my
Because
god.
we live in the worst
We're not
timeline.
even going to talk about. We're not going to talk about the White House and deportations. We're just. I'm just going to be sad.
I agree with you. I'm just
I'm
saying
just angry.
that's why I tweeted what I tweeted. There was a
Oh, I
reason
know.
for
I just.
Can I talk about the Tesselecta a bit? Because I have a funny little gripe about these guys.
Yeah, let's
Go
talk
for
about
it.
them.
Okay, so my big thing, my hyperfixation on Series 6 has to deal with the silence and the whole... And the basic theory that animated me about 5 years or so ago was the realization that they're incredible cosmic fuck-ups who cause the problem they're trying to solve, and they're trying to kill Doctor Who to save the universe, but in their attempts to do so, they end up breaking the universe at least twice, 3 times if you count Big Finish, and the Doctor has to...
Yeah, whereas these guys are trying desperately hard to not break the universe.
But okay, but here's my point, because they fuck it up majorly too. It's like, what the hell are you doing? So their whole thing, they copy a Nazi general or whatever, and then they suck him up into the thing to be killed by those antibodies. Dead Nazi, good.
One dead
No
Nazi.
objection. Then they go into Hitler's office and they're like, we're going to get you now with our punishment beam. And then the guy goes, wait, shit, this is 1938. We're too early. Their entire fucking thing with this Tesselecta is, we go to the end of the timeline of a criminal and we give them justice, the justice that they didn't get in the original timeline.
Yeah, they give them intense pain and then they die.
Great. How the fuck did they miss Hitler's last days? Like, you're not in a bunker, you're not in fucking Downfall, he's just in his office.
Because the plot demands it, Frez, now. Because the plot demands it.
I know the plot demands it, but I'm just... Let me go off here. How the fuck do you fuck up that badly that you're in there shooting with a punishment beam before you look at a fucking calendar and realize where you are and go, oh fuck, it's 1938, we're too early.
Yeah, I agree with you.
To be fair, they are just a bunch of tiny little men in a little tin can, and they don't really see directly out the eyeballs. As we saw during the opening sequence where one of them had to literally run up a stairs to get to the ocular window.
Yeah.
Before, having to, oh shit, I need to update my protocol clearance. And we get introduced to the immune system.
The antibodies, yeah, they're great as well.
Very polite antibodies.
Yeah, they murder a Nazi politely.
You will feel a tingling sensation, followed by death.
And the guy just screams.
They were great.
Fucking, these assholes shouldn't be setting a VCR, let alone traveling through time.
Right. I agree with you there.
I do as well, but I just want to point out the description of the Tesselecta is it's a justice machine. These guys are all about justice. And it's funny, isn't it? Because another episode or story that we watched with Kris, The Stones of Blood, had those balls of light that were also justice machines. If I had a penny...
I'm sensing a theme here.
If I had a penny for every time Kris...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, whatever happened to those things?
I don't know.
We don't know. They never showed up again. Unless they showed up the Gallifreyan.
At this point, I think Kris just has a justice boner.
Excuse you.
Good God.
She just doesn't know it.
Oh, we're moving on so fast from that.
Oh, please, we're not making money anyways.
So anyway, here's
not money, just my mental health.
Oh, you want to move on, right? Anyway, here's my 40-page discussion of the Silence Arc.
No.
No. Let him cook.
He cooked already. You burned the kitchen down.
Here's another one I just built.
God damn it!
Oh, beautiful. No, I'm not going off just yet. Not just yet. Instead, we can talk about, if I look at the topic list, instead we can talk about, kiss of death. Yay.
Oh my God.
Yay.
River literally poison ivies him.
Yeah.
The Judas tree.
Question. Why didn't the Doctor just, hop into the TARDIS, go back in time, and give himself some rubber cement lips like Robin?
Good point.
Are you citing the 1997 cinematic masterpiece, Batman and Robin, directed by the late Joe?
I think she is.
Which I
you had to bring that movie up, didn't you?
I wish we had a Clarkson for that, but we don't.
Memories.
Because that's the first time someone's brought this up on the podcast, so you're the first, Kris. Well done.
Yay!
What's up with dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Or as John Watts basically said, what killed the Ice Age? Oh my god, I got it wrong!
Oh god, I need to reevaluate that movie to see if it's stupid as fuck, but it might be,
I mean, be nice
fun.
if Joel Schumacher's dead.
I mean, had a vision. Man had a vision.
Yeah.
Can't deny it.
Did he ever?
And anyway, you know what movie carries on the spirit of that vision? The People's Joker, directed by Vera
Oh,
Drew.
for God's sakes!
They-
No, not yay!
You haven't even seen the damn thing.
No, I heard you talk about it.
And
You talk about it too much.
when's the last time I mentioned The People's Joker by Vera Drew?
20 seconds ago.
Just now.
Before that.
30 seconds ago.
Uh,
You're not going to win.
Okay.
So, yeah. River kills the doctor with a poison kiss from the Judas tree, which is a hell of a name for a deadly poison.
right?
And
God.
it shuts off his regeneration, so there's nothing that can be done to save him.
Absolutely nothing. Surely there's no more episodes after this. What do you mean the episode that we literally watched just before this was from a later season?
God, I fucking love the scene in the TARDIS.
Oh,
Where he's
yeah.
like, give me a
top hat
holographic in
tails.
face. Not me. Someone else. And it cycles Rose, Martha, Donna. So it's the man whose life I haven't fucked up.
Yeah. Guilt. More guilt. So much guilt.
Okay, so I'm gonna need somebody to explain this to me. What was he?
Oh, these are his
doing?
previous companions.
Yeah.
These are Rose, who he left in a parallel universe. Martha, who
Oh,
fell in
man.
love with him, but he didn't reciprocate, so she left him. And Donna, who at the time of this episode had her mind wiped.
He got
Ah.
better.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
gets
because
better.
if he didn't mind wipe her, she would have died because she had Time Lord energy inside of her or DNA inside of her, and that caused her mind to go a little too much. Essentially, her mind would have imploded.
Yeah, she was part
But
Doctor, part
apparently-
Donna, and she had
But
mind burned
apparently,
up.
if he just let her sort it out, none of this would have happened because
Don't.
she's a smart woman and she could have just let it
Don't
go.
get me started on that.
Yeah, we're not going to start on that.
I will point out that the images for these cameos are just publicity shots
Oh yeah.
from
Damn.
series 4 for Rose and Donna, because you can tell because Rose is wearing the purple jacket, and series 3 for Martha. They're just publicity shots because they didn't actually appear in it. But then we settle on someone that he hasn't screwed the life up completely, young Amelia.
Oh.
Young
See-
Amelia, specifically.
Yeah. Because when she's a young
Adult
girl,
Amelia, he's fucked up royally.
yeah, when she's
The young
when she's a
version,
young
though.
girl, she's Amelia. When she's an adult, she's Amy.
It's okay. It's okay, Kat. Girl Who Waited hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. That's coming up soon.
Here's the interesting thing about this scene with
yeah.
young Amelia. Last time Caitlin Blackwell portrayed this character.
Oh.
Because
And now she's like as old as Karen Gillan was.
well, yeah, they were cousins.
If
They're
not
cousins,
older.
so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Neat.
God Complex was filmed before this, so she does appear in the God Complex and films new footage. But this was filmed before Let's Kill Hitler. So this was the last thing that she did. And actually, that crop circle scene was the last scene filmed for Series 6 because they needed time for the grass to grow.
Ah, yeah. There you go.
So that's kind of a fun fact
Fun
as well.
fact.
Bonus fun fact here on the podcast.
Fun factoids. Yay.
And now Karen has gone on to be an absolute fucking badass.
Oh my god, Nebula.
Also,
Thank you, Marvel.
oof. Okay, one more question I have. When the Doctor first met Amy Pond, obviously she was just a little girl.
Yes.
Did nobody have somebody check this? Because he's like, come here, little girl, let's go away with me.
No.
It's
No.
So here's what happened. When he first met Amy Pond, she was alone for the night because her parents were away for a dinner or something. And he said that he was going to try to fix the TARDIS, and take it on a very small journey just to make sure that it was fine. That journey turned into several years because the TARDIS was very broken at the time.
Yes. Small correction of that, by the way. Her parents weren't at dinner. They'd just been erased from time.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. With these
I was
two.
trying to keep that, out of. I was trying not to tell her that, but
Oh, sorry. Ignore me. I'm wrong.
So
Yeah,
that
her
makes it even
parents-
worse.
Yeah. I think at the time she thought her parents ratted on her or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of that happens in Series 5. Pay no mind, Kris. It's fine.
No, well, pay it no mind for now until you sit down and rewatch all of Series 5.
Oh, God, I feel like an asshole now.
It's very long and complicated, but essentially he wasn't there for several years, and then when he finally came back, she was already an adult.
Damn.
But she was still living in the same house, and so when he came back, he was expecting her to still be the little girl, and then she wasn't.
Oh, God, but
And
when they
she
meet
was
back
still
up...
expecting the Raggedy Man,
Okay.
who suddenly stumbled in.
When they meet back up,
Oh
that's
my-
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Why did you say Amelia? Why did you say 5 minutes?
Okay, but again, he has a time machine.
He's not allowed to
He can't cross his own timeline because the writers won't allow it.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, until the final Amy Pond episode, but we're not getting.
Yeah, the real reason is the writers won't allow it. The in-universe reason is timelines and timey-wimey bullshit.
Yeah.
It feels like timey-wimey bullshit, because, like, damn.
You could chalk it up to timey-wimey bullshit, a fixed point in time that cannot ever be changed, and also, because.
I Source, trust me, bro.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh man.
I like her acting in this, Caitlin Blackwood. When she's voicing the voice interface, it's like, I'm not Amelia Pond. I have a voice interface. You will die in 32
that
minutes.
line was,
I love it. Oh, you're skipping over 31 whole minutes. We'll be fine. You'll be fine for 31 minutes. You'll be dead in 32 minutes. Actually, considering, can we technically say that Caitlin Blackwood portrayed the TARDIS?
Yes. We can.
Hey.
Which means, Cat?
I mean, we already knew this, but the TARDIS is still fucking sentient.
Well, we knew this. Apparently, a certain showrunner did not.
Stop
relate the
it.
script to certain episodes.
Eat shit,
Damn.
Don't let me
Chibnall.
get the spray bottle out again, Frez.
Oh, you're saving that for when I go Gonzo over Series 6, because I ain't done.
No, I'm saving the mute button for that.
Listen here, you slut affectionate.
How do I kick somebody out so that they can't mute Frez when that happens?
Come on, all right. All right, all friends tonight.
Oh, all right.
All friends
You know,
Also, I
tonight.
can't
You know
kick you
who's-
because you're recording. So
You know who isn't friends?
Did you actually
River
try
and
to,
Matt.
Bo? Whoa. Did you actually try to just kick me out the call?
no. Anyways, what were you saying first?
I was saying, I was trying to do a little segue. You know who isn't friends? River and the Nazis.
Oh my God.
My goodness gracious.
I have this down as River breaks Havoc on the Third Reich. I should have this down as River gets the best line of the episode.
Take off your clothes.
Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah.
so funny.
Well, I was
There
just
were
on my way to this gay
really,
Jewish bar
really
mitzvah
good
for the disabled.
I just love the entire play of this. You know, this is a fancy restaurant. And then she breaks in, and Amy and Rory pull up on the motorbike, and they're like, she could be anywhere in all of Berlin. Where will we find her? Screaming women running out in their undershirts.
And men,
Yeah.
screaming men and women.
Yeah, that line she gives when she's caught by the German patrol.
Oh,
Well, I was
God.
just on my way to this gay gypsy bar mitzvah for the disabled, and
And then I thought, oh, you know,
what the hell? This is a bit rubbish. I think I'll kill the viewer.
Shoot her.
They shoot her. She's in the first 15 hours of her regeneration. Yes, that's a thing that they already explored in the Christmas invasion. So she just
Bang, bang,
Yep.
bang.
lets off a huge wave of energy, knocks the Nazis out. She's fine.
It's fine.
There are three really, really good lines of it in this episode. Two of them belong to River, and the other one is put Hitler in the cupboard.
Yes.
What's the second one? Hello, Benjamin.
Hello, Benjamin.
No, it's the clothesline.
Oh, yes.
But I'm pitched.
Oh, the clothesline, yeah. Aha! Aha! I see what you did there. Moving on.
Man.
But yeah, River just wreaks havoc on this whole hell Nazi world. Good for her, honestly. Then they find out, then the Tesseract find out that, oh no, there's an even bigger war criminal than Hitler. It's the one that kills the Doctor. And she's here.
Okay. I love the way that this is edited, because at first they're like, oh my god, look at the scanners it picked up. And you see the TARDIS, and it's like Gallifrey, Time War stuff, and it's like, oh my god, we could have the biggest war criminal on our hands. And you think, oh no, is this Time War bullshit? The woman who kills the Doctor.
Yeah.
I know, that got me. Because I was thinking, oh no, it's more people that just want to kill the Doctor. And then it's like, wait, what?
You're meant to think it's the Doctor, aren't you? It's a fake out.
It's the same people who want to kill the Doctor.
Well, you're meant to think it's the Doctor until they say it is the greatest criminal in the world, and she's right there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I was like, huh?
There's a pause before she's right there, so yes, they do well there.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to point out that when the Tesseract is first introduced, and they're talking about, copying the Nazi guy, I said, let's make sure we get it right this time. Because we made Rasputin green, and I had never done a Photoshop faster in my life.
Oh my fucking god. Please tell me.
Just thinking of Rasputin from
his greatest love machine.
We're going to Texas next week. I'm coming to find you.
You won't find me, I'm not in Texas.
Yes, you are. You're from there.
No, I'm not.
You've already admitted it.
That was an April Fool's Day joke, which I'm now bitterly regretting.
You talked over my.
We'll find you.
Sorry, do it again.
Rasputin. Rain has photoshopped him green.
Oh, very good.
See, like, I was thinking, this one.
Yes, very good. Very good.
Oh my god.
He was once the most mystical man in all Russia.
He was.
He was also played by Tom Baker once. No, seriously, that's not a joke.
Yeah.
Also, side note, never watch Bartok the Magnificent. It was not magnificent.
No,
yeah.
Also, side note, Kris, we're not having you watch Power of the Doctor. It was not a very particularly powerful episode.
She's already seen it.
She's seen it, Frez. You're too late.
I've seen it.
Cat, how could you allow such a thing to happen?
It's simple. She
I
had a
was
television.
watching it, and she was watching it with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
How
just
could you allow
wandered
such a
in.
thing to happen?
I just wandered in and was like, wow, this writer really is bullshit.
You have to be more. You have to chibnall responsibly, Cat. Jesus.
And I was like, "Hey, I was about to watch the new episode from Chibnall. Do you want to stop and watch it with me?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And then this whole dance sequence with Rasputin came up, and I literally left the room.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
It took you that long to leave the room? Jesus.
She left the room several times in her defense.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Probably shouting the word
But this
no,
was
but
one
she
of the
did
moments
it.
where I had to leave the room.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for her because, like, literally, I'm watching this guy shit all over your thing that you love very much, and like, there's no recourse for it.
Well,
No.
to be fair, this was the last episode he ever did, so you had at least that comfort.
Yeah. And anyway, just to move the plot along a bit, the Tesseract captures Amy and Rory, but they don't kill them because they're innocent.
Thankfully.
They give them the little
Totally
wristbands that identifies them as friendly to the antibodies.
Well, they're innocent of any crimes. They're not innocent of being sassy as fuck.
Love it.
Yeah, but the Justice she doesn't care about people being sassy, so it backfires on the
Redhead
Tesseract
kept
crew
it together.
entirely because they sabotage it from within.
Because Amy has a Sonic.
Can I just point out that there seems to be a reoccurring problem of villains or quote unquote anti-heroes or quote unquote adversaries that just fucking sit there in Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Is it just me? They
To be
just sit
fair,
there.
again, like I said before, they didn't know what Amy and Rory could do.
I know, but like they're just like letting them sit there.
They underestimated their game.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Amy and Rory.
Literally.
Don't fuck with Amy.
Definitely not Amy. Yeah, she does kill people.
Oh my god.
Like, Rory 100% will fuck you up, especially if you mess with his family. Amy, though? Amy will destroy everything you love.
I just want to say one thing, and this is another context line. Kris won't get it. River Song didn't get it all from you, sweetie.
Oh, chills.
Ooh.
I was just going to say one thing as well from the previous episode. Where is my wife?
Yes! Yes. God.
Still one of the best openings ever to a Doctor Who episode.
Would you like me to repeat the question? Speaking of the question, that gets jumped here.
It does.
Yep. Along with the rather intriguing line. Well, I say intriguing because, like, all my fucking neurons and synapses activate when I hear silent shit. The Academy of the Question.
Yeah.
So fascinating. Again, I am not sure Moffat had the whole idea. I am entirely unconvinced Moffat knew what Trenzalore was.
Oh, on the contract, I'm convinced he didn't.
What?
He said he was convinced he was not.
I'm convinced he didn't have the answer to the question at all.
No, not just the answer to the question. I mean the whole Trenzalore.
No, I mean that as well.
Okay. Fair. Well, the answer to the question, I'm sure he had that in Series 6. Doctor Who. Don't talk about all the stuff that comes after, with specifically in 7, with the name. And
yes. I'm not doing it. I've learned my lesson from what I've been told about Series 5. I've learned my lesson.
What lesson? To
not spoil stuff for Kris.
Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise, Kate will bring up Texas again when she doesn't need to.
Texas? What could she be talking about with Texas?
I don't know why she hates Stone Cold Steve Austin, but apparently she does.
We're gonna find you.
Love the Doctor showing up here in a fucking Fred Astaire outfit and is like, "Hello, I'm classy. I'm
dead."
Dying's really paid. There's another great line when he first gets poisoned. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I've got the plan. I'll try not dying." See, just
that was pretty impressive. I will say that's a very good job of not dying.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Also not dying just about the crew of the Tesseract. Even though the antibodies try really hard, they strangle this poor girl.
My God, that was definitely somebody's fetish.
But they wow. But they do survive.
Listen, we know Stephen Moffat's fetish, and it's Dommy Mommies.
Yeah.
They all teleport off the Tesseract, so they do all survive. They leave Amy and Rory not because they're being cruel, but because they can't teleport them out because they don't have clearance. So they'll have to be killed, but thankfully...
They did just screw them all over. So, I mean, they probably didn't teleport them all.
What goes around comes around, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
They technically just commit a crime, so...
They did it to save River because she was getting super tortured by the punishment being...
That looks like Amy. The Tesseract now looks like Amy.
You just made me remember Rory's great line. Okay, I'm inside the head of a giant robot replica of my wife.
Yeah.
And also Amy's like, what the heck are those things? And Rory's like, I don't know, this is your head.
I love this so much.
This is how you write for 2 companions at the same time, by the way. This is how you do
unlike
it.
some people who can't even write for 3.
Let's hope that when the inevitable moment in Series 2 or Season 2 happens, when there's more than one companion in the TARDIS, that they don't mess it up.
It's RTD. I doubt he can. If he does, then something's wrong.
Well, then again, look at the online reaction to Empire Death and see how badly RTD can screw something up.
Well, in fairness, I wasn't a fan of the last 10 minutes of that episode, apart from the Mrs. Flood scene. I didn't like the resolution to Ruby's arc. It felt cheap.
And you know what I do like? I like the resolution to this episode.
Oh, yeah.
It was still better than Trimble.
Who is River Song? Show me River Song. And the Tesseract becomes Melody in the future.
Okay. Here is my big thing that I got into because I love Series 6 so much. I love its
Oh god, I set them up.
themes and its narratives and all that. This is finally time unleashed. And here is why I think Let's Kill Hitler is one of the pinnacles of this arc. Going back to Good Man Goes to War. That episode was about the Doctor's failure to save Melody Pond. He failed. They took her. Terrible things happened. Everyone was distraught. It was a terrible time. Let's Kill Hitler is not about killing Hitler. They lock him in a cupboard within 5 minutes and never think of him again because he fucking sucks. This episode is about saving River Song, saving Melody Pond, about finally getting her back from the clutches of this horrible conditioning and letting her live her life in the future. And it does it in so many beautiful ways. Like when Amy and Rory are about to die to those antibodies and they're just hugging, they're like, I love you too, this is the end. And she comes into the TARDIS and she's just like, she taught me how to fly her. I can fly it. I'm part of the TARDIS. And then River gives up her regenerations to save Doctor Who because he's worth it. And because she wants to be the good person that they know in the future. And you know, I might as well go full me. We have a Doctor Who mirror alert. Doctor Who mirror alert. Doctor Who mirror alert. At the start of the episode, River gives the Doctor the kiss of death. At the end, she gives him the kiss of life.
Close enough.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. I adore it for the art. This rules. This is my shit. This is one of my favorite seasons of New Doctor Who, and fucking love it.
And the fact that she gave up her regeneration means she only regenerates twice in total.
Which is interesting when you think about it, because Ray, you want another mirror alert. Now both River and the Doctor are on their last regeneration.
Yeah.
Well, he'll get more at the end, but we don't know that.
He'll get more and she'll get more life, but yes.
Yeah, she'll get uploaded to a computer or some shit. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what happens to her.
Spoilers.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, and even more wild.
I'll explain after.
Yeah, even more wild. That happens to her the first time we see her.
Yeah. Like I said, her story goes backwards.
They meet in reverse.
Doctor Who is a fun television program.
Does.
Damn. Okay. Wild, but alright.
Yeah, their respective timelines are all over the place.
The Doctor Who's fine. The cat lady nurses from the Tennant era tend to her, and the Doctor gives her diary and leaves her in the 51st century to be fine, I guess, because that's the way things have to go, because time.
That feels weird to me, because, like, if I found out that was my daughter, I would stay there with her, personally.
Well, you know, it's kind of... There really isn't a real-world equivalent, because time travel and convoluted horse shit, but it kind of has to be that way, because they've already experienced it that way.
Sounds fake.
Well,
Sounds fake.
It's a good thing this is a TV program, so it's all fake.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This is a documentary, isn't it?
Yes, that documentary of the time that Hitler was in a cupboard.
That reminds me,
You know
by
what?
the way, this might be the first time we've ever had to do this. Huh? Retroactive Doctor Who mirror alert.
Oh!
When we did Night Terrors, And the mother says to George, what do we do about things we don't like? We put them in the cupboard.
Hey,
That's the next episode. That's the very next episode.
Doctor Who Mirror Alert. Doctor Who Mirror Alert.
Okay, I want you all to know, we have this on the records. I didn't do it. He went and voluntarily added in a mirror alert.
Yeah, because it's funny. It's interesting.
It's a miracle.
It's interesting.
Oh, it's a miracle.
That is interesting.
So,
I was gonna say it looked more like a closet personally, but like, you know what? Sure, it's a cupboard.
Yes, we'll put here in the closet. It has so many bad connotations.
yeah, that's true too. Coming out of my cupboard, and I've been doing just fine.
You
I
leave
can make
Brendan
that
Flowers out of this, damn it.
I can make that joke because the Killers are coming to play in Newfoundland for the summer.
Are you going to go see
Hell
them?
yeah.
No, I can't afford it.
Oh, shame, because that'd be a great night.
No, you go see them in my place because I love the Killers.
Your girlfriend has pointed out that I'm going to see Santana on Rey Mysterio Day, so that's fantastic.
It's nice. It's nice. I mean, I'm sure they play some great songs like "Somebody Told Me" and what's another Killer song?
The Man.
Yeah, and that wonderful Killer song. Jenny was a friend of mine.
That is a great Killer song. You've just ruined it. So it was a great Killer song. I think Cat's dead.
No, I'm fine.
now
What's really
she-
funny is you guys couldn't hear it over the microphone, but I could hear Kris dying from the other room.
My God.
Oh, that was Kris laughing. I thought that was you.
No, that was Kris.
I just thought you were silent because you were going plane tickets to Newfoundland.
Chainsaw.
I mean, I was, but I already know how to smuggle a chainsaw in.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to go there any further.
Just call her Chainsaw Woman.
It's gonna make a
Right.
And the final scene is interesting because we're just setting up for the series finale, the Wedding at River
We're
Song.
setting up for this whole thing as well. Why do you want to get into archaeology? Oh, to find a good man.
And the professor apparently is a character that was first introduced in a piece of spin-off media 14 years before this. So
What the Christ?
yeah, Professor
Wow,
Candy
what?
apparently was in a piece of spin-off media. There you go.
What do you mean 14 years before this?
That's what it says.
How could it be 14 years before this? There was no new series. 14 years
Spin-off
before
media.
this. What, from a fucking book or something?
Yes.
What
Wow.
the shit, Moffat?
How long
That's
do you think
deep lore.
the audiobooks have been going, Frez?
The audiobooks have been going since like 2000.
Since the 90s.
Deepest lore.
Deepest
for
law.
fuck's sake.
Deepest law.
What did we think of Let's Kill Hitler?
Eat shit, FNAF. What has the deepest lore? Doctor Who.
Do I need to post Roxy or Foxy or whatever their name is?
No.
My God.
You want to know the funniest thing? There are two different characters, each with one of those names.
That's video games.
You
though,
named
isn't
two
it?
different characters there.
That's video
Hey,
games.
Kat,
They
you
do it
know-
all the time.
Hey, Kat, you know what we should watch? We should watch the knockoff FNAF movie that had Nick Cage in it. What was it?
Willy's Wonderland?
Winky's Wonderland? Something like that?
It's free on Amazon.
I don't have
Ooh.
Amazon, but you can
I
still-
do.
Well, you do now, bitch.
Hey, does Amazon still have
Let's
that thing
see.
where it lets you?
How
where-
to gift Amazon to friend.
Hey, does Amazon still do that thing where it lets you watch party, like how we watched Knives Out on?
I
Netflix?
think they got rid of that, but I could find a way.
Motherfuckers.
Well, of course they got rid of
Anyway,
that because that was them giving up
Yeah,
money.
we'll find a way.
But anyway, what did we think of this episode, kids? Somebody go.
Okay, I guess I'll start since, this whole thing was my fault.
You enabled me, and I thank you for it.
I'm gonna have to knock it for, the lack of dead dictators, which is why I chose it in the first place, because, haha, funny name. So, -1 point for that. It gets 1 more point for amazing writing and beautiful continuity within this episode. and probably other episodes that I have not watched yet. So bonus points for that. Overall, this was a fun ride, and it did not feel like an hour-long episode. It felt like it was over within a full 10 minutes because of how focused on the story I was. So, good job. It wasn't too long, really well paced, very fun. Had no idea what the context or the implications of everything was, but you know what? It's still a fun time.
Don't worry, I
That's
can
a good
explain them
episode.
to you in great length.
Run.
I'm sure you will.
To quote another episode of Doctor Who, probably the one that River first appears in, run! For God's sakes, run!
Good lord. But yeah, cool characters, a lot of fun. Very interesting concepts. Love the shape-shifting nanobot nonsense. That's great. A++. Good job. Everybody gets a cookie. Except Hitler. He doesn't get a cookie.
And all the other nonsense.
No, he does get a cookie. It's just filled with arsenic.
And bullets!
Beautiful. Beautiful. What?
And arsenic bullets. May I go next?
Sure.
Sure. Right.
Okay, I wasn't sure what to expect, because I hadn't watched this since 2011 when it first aired. Good God, we all slept on this, didn't we? This is fantastic.
Speak for yourselves.
Alright. We all, apart from Fresno, slept on this, because this is fantastic. I think we were all put off by the whole, the Hitler thing. But he's not in it for more than 5 minutes. He's there to be a punchline and get punched and get thrown into a cupboard and forgotten about. As Frez says, the real thing here is about Saving River Song, and my God, did they do that!
Boy, did they ever.
You could have ended her arc here, I think, but of course you have to go to the conclusion of the whole Let's Kill the Doctor storyline. Otherwise, what we're even doing here.
You gotta have a wedding, yeah.
The effects are great. The Tesseract is a fantastic concept. I'm so glad that actually returns in the future. That's not a spoiler. It returns in the future. I'm not saying where it returns. It just returns. The antibodies, obviously Moffat thought they were a good idea because he brought them back in a different format in a Capaldi episode. They were not as polite in that one. They just kill people.
Fair.
There was no this. You will experience a small tingle sensation, and then death is just no. You're dead now. We've turned you into mulch.
Well, that's befitting as to what they're inside in that episode.
I'm not spoiling it, but yes.
No.
Those that have seen that episode know what I'm talking about, and they will agree with me that he obviously liked the concept and adapted it for that particular episode.
I like that we're playing.
Amy and Rose chemistry, fantastic. Love the addition of Mel's for the 50-minute window she's in the episode. That whole montage of her getting into trouble with Amy and Rory, fantastic. This might be one of my favourite Series 6 episodes in retrospect.
Ooh.
So thank you, Kris, for picking it. And we had a joke, you committed a war crime. You didn't. You picked a really good episode.
Well, fantastic. I'm very glad because, it was fun. I liked it.
I will now give up the floor to the other two.
I'll go last, if that's okay.
Sure. Let's Kill Hitler remains a really decent episode. It's fun. It's got River Song in it, and she gets to act absolutely bonkers, which is always fun. It's got a great plot line where, unfortunately, we don't get to kill Hitler, but, timeline stuff, so they couldn't do that, unfortunately. But they make up for it with at least one dead Nazi, so in my opinion, that's fine. But yeah, great Doctor, great setup for later on in the series, great, setup for the entire overarching plot. I absolutely love this episode. I really do not remember what I thought of this episode way back when. I know I was in my Moffat can't write and, era back then, so maybe I was in the period of time where I was a dumb, stupid kid. But this was a great episode. I loved it. Still do.
I'm sorry. I'm just so amused at the fact that you went, Moffat can't write, and then you watched the Chibnall and you're like, Okay, maybe I took things a little too far.
Yeah, I definitely took things too far because there's worse out there.
Yeah,
So much worse.
Well, this is not worse. Okay, look. I'm a 6 dweeb. I obsess over this series. I've seen it more. I can count on 2 hands the times I've seen it. And I absolutely adore the arc. I love thinking about the deeper implications and all the lore and all that. And this is just a fucking peak example of it. Yes, it's got the Hitler stuff, and that's just Moffat being ostentatious, being like, hey, look at this, I named an episode, let's kill Hitler! Let's kill Hitler! And then he shoves him in the cupboard, and is like, psych, fuckers, we're actually dealing with River Song's backstory! And what a fucking backstory. It is a story about the healing, where Good Man did the damage. Let's Kill Hitler does some healing for River Song, because as traumatized as Amy was, and arguably she needs a lot more healing, I'm looking at you, Asylum of the Daleks. There's still some unresolved trauma over what happened to her. All that said, yeah, they do make an attempt to help River Song get better in this episode and become the her that's better than this. Better than the poor, tortured, abused, psychologically manipulated child who was raised to kill the doctor. Better than this. And, in short, it fucking rules! Series 6 fucking rules! Don't sleep on it! Give it a rewatch! Binge the whole goddamn thing in one go! I promise you, it makes so much sense when you sit there and you can watch it in a steady stream, rather than drip feeding it week after week and then waiting 3 months and getting that recap. I promise you, it makes so much sense, and it is so fucking worth it. So, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 7, love the silence arc. So, what's next, Rain?
Well, in 2 weeks' time, season 2 begins.
Oh, you mean the last season ever of New Doctor Who?
That one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we haven't been renewed until season 27.
Even though every
so
single
clearly...
episode starring Should You Get Where in it is in the top 10 of Disney Plus right now, apart from maybe Joy to the World.
No,
Rain,
Doctor Who's just too woke right now.
No, Rain, you don't understand. Some YouTubers had a problem with Empire Death, so that means that the show is dead forever. It's gone. It's going to be cancelled. It hasn't been renewed. Chaos in Cardiff.
Yeah, those people are stupid.
Doctor Who Lover 3652 said, this era was shit, so therefore we gotta stop.
It's going to be cancelled, and we're going to go back to the books, where we can complain even more.
Exactly.
May I get my point about season 2 out?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, we are going to be doing for the next 8 weeks from April the 13th, recording on Sunday, the podcasts for season 2.
Cat, April 13th.
What?
What about it?
Cat, look at your name on this Discord. April 13th.
Oh!
Oh.
Yes.
Something to do with a certain thing.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah. Do you? Do you really?
Can I please continue?
I'm confused.
Homestuck! It's fucking Homestuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Look, I've forgotten about Homestuck by now.
If I could get
I
the
forgot
point
about
about
the
season 2 out, that'd be
nuances
great,
and
guys.
Anyway, we're going to delay this
But
important
also, Vriska
conversation.
did nothing wrong.
Blah, huge bitch. We're going to delay this important conversation to let Rain go on a slight little tangent about season 2 or something.
That's not a slight tangent, this is the Drill Show.
The joke!
It wasn't a good one. So, we were recording on Sundays for the next 8 weeks from April the 13th onwards, and we won't be recording alone, because at the time of this, we have definitely got confirmed 3 different special guests for 3 of the episodes. By the time we get to actually recording them, that could have risen to between 4 and 6. I'm making arrangements. I'm reaching out to people.
Yes.
There were trailers put out that Kat does not want to know about the trailers. That's fine, because Kat wants to go in blind. We won't talk about the trailers. There was a bit of funny advertising, though, on British television for this, where they have the Doctor and his new companion appear in various BBC TV shows.
Oh my god.
So
Wait,
they
what?
turn up in The Apprentice. Not that one. The British version with Lord Alan Sugar as the boss rather than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, okay.
Because it was definitely him and never anybody else in the American version.
Yes.
They show up in the British soap opera EastEnders.
What? Oh! What? Doctor Who mixing with EastEnders? That's fucking crazy.
Gets even
I
better.
can't
It's a
believe
very
you did
old
that.
piece of footage. They show up in Gladiators. And my personal favourite, they show up in The Traitors UK.
Oh my god.
And they just walk through the door and it was
Well.
like, who are these people? It's like, hey, Belinda. It's Linda. It's Linda. And that's how it ends. Linda became a meme because of something she did on the show.
I see.
Mm.
And because of some really good advertising, like they put like a billboard up saying like and the Oscar goes to for best performance. And it's a 70-year-old opera singer who was definitely not a traitor, but she totally was a traitor.
Well then.
She was great though. She was very entertaining. She was never going to win the money. She wasn't good enough at the game to win the money, but she was tremendously entertaining while she was in there.
I mean, fair.
Was that a dog barking there? We don't have a dog next door. What the hell?
Lloyd has learned to bark?
No. Oh, I know who it is. It's that yappy dog from 4 Doors Down, but it's out in the garden. Right, okay.
Steal the dog.
No.
Hey, the cat dog.
No!
What?
Cat dog.
Yeah, so we'll be very busy for the next 8 weeks from April the 13th doing season 2. And then I'm going to pass out.
Yay.
We are suspending Kamen Rider Hibiki during this time because it's just too much for us to all do.
I don't know what we're going to do with our Quantum Leap show. We might suspend it just in the off chance that we roll the Boogeyman and Mike fucking drafts you.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what we're going to do for Gav either.
Well, I mean, Gav, you only have to do like what? 1-2 Gavs during that time?
But
So-
without spoiling anything too much for Kat, I cannot wait for episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
That is
We
going
shall
to be
see.
wild. And we should have a guest for that one, if it all works out. So,
Yes.
As long as it's not another episode where they promise something and then don't deliver, like the Beatles one.
I don't know, because all I know is the episode titles and a little bit about some of them just for drafting guest purposes.
To be fair, wasn't this episode that as well?
Essentially.
Yeah, but this one at least actually, like, the bait and switch was good.
Are you telling me that I've Got a Dog is not a good bait and switch?
Like, don't get me wrong, the Maestro was friggin' great.
But
But
by the way, if
there
they
was
don't
just-
bring back "I Have a Dog" in the episode where it's all about singing, 0 out of 10, immediate 0 out of 10.
Wait, Kat, has Kris seen the I've Got a Dog song?
I think so, yes.
Beautiful.
Possibly.
If not, I'll show her.
Because I have a dog,
Sure.
but yes.
Whatever.
I remember Neil Patrick Harris turning people into bubbles.
Oh my god,
That was a little bit before. Oh,
That was
yeah.
later on. There was a different
No,
episode.
that was
Okay.
that was
before.
before actually. Before that was a Tennant
Well,
special.
No, essentially, if I'm promised the Beatles, I want the Beatles.
We got
Hitler,
one
I
now.
don't give 2 shits about. The Beatles, I actually care
That's a
about.
quotation.
You and yeah. you
That's
and
everybody in the 60s.
Lena. I don't give a
much,
shit
yeah.
about Hitler. He's rubbish. The Beatles, on the other hand, are fab.
The Fab 5 or 4.
Four.
No,
Fab
not
four. By God.
Technically, they were 5 members because they did replace somebody with Ringo.
Yeah, there was the guy. Yeah.
I forget his name.
Pete Best.
Wait, that was a mistake.
Yeah,
that
Pete
was a
Best.
mistake.
That's
the
him.
guy.
Yes.
Did you say that was a mistake about Ringo? My God, Chris.
Ringo
No,
was
I mean
very
the
good
other
at doing his paint art. He might still be doing it. I don't know.
Ringo's fine. It was the other guy's mistake leaving.
Oh, Pete Best. I don't think he had a choice.
Yeah. He made a wrong choice.
I don't think he had a choice.
Well, regardless, leaving.
He made a wrong choice.
Okay. I know. While we're talking about the Beatles, I can't not end with this. And with that, I say goodnight, Rain.
Whoa! You jumped to it. Firstly,
What the fuck?
that's very badly like a John Lennon. And secondly, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. Rainiac, where can you find us lovely people?
Thank you. Do your job. You can find us lovely people on Blue Sky in the links below. We're also on Twitch.tv on the links provided below. Kachiri couldn't be here because he was attending a family dinner, and we hope he enjoyed it. But he should be back for the first episode of season 2.
Hopefully.
Buy Back to the Empire by volumes 1, 2, and 3. That's not the name of the author, Rain. Try again.
Buy volume.
Buy Back to the Empire volumes 1, 2, and soon to be 3. There. By Lena Fenrir McTeer.
It has a chapter on this very episode, volume 2.
Well, of course, because Lena is more obsessed with Silent Soul than you are.
Yeah, enough to write books about it. So yeah, I've met my equal.
By The Tower for the Trees by Sean Dillon, and by Shadow of the Gallifreyan, Volume 1, featuring a whole bunch of talented folks, including Sean and Lena and Jerry Snook, whoever that is. And
what kind of a fuck ass name is that? Anyway, Rain, how's the book?
Every time. It's enjoyable. No, I haven't got to your bit yet because it's all in the future, and I haven't had time to read it.
Yes, I know my bits at the end because I've gone through the book.
I can't just cherry pick. I have to read it in sequence.
And sit down and read it in sequence.
It's just how I am. It's just who I am.
Well, I read the whole thing in sequence too.
And who I am sucks. No, I'm kidding.
Be nice. Be nice to yourself. This is a self-positivity zone.
I've reached the age where I have to be nice to myself.
Twitch.tv/Freezing Inferno, Monday Night Fresnos. Come and watch blue-haired girls who don't fall out of buildings.
Oh my god. I can't believe she got better from falling out of a window.
She didn't get better from falling out of a window. She got better after falling out of a window.
No, I mean, she got better she healed from that.
Yeah.
It didn't just kill her outright.
Cyberpunk futures are fucking weird.
I mean,
Rain, did you see the latest highlight?
I saw some of it.
Week? Oh, did you get to? I'm just gonna say vaguely the switcheroo.
Clearly not. I must go and watch that.
You're in for a treat.
Why'd you sing that? That's terrifying.
I've been wanting to play. I've been wanting to play Valhalla, so I have not been watching.
Oh.
But something else came out very recently. Ina's Dream Barbecue. If you want a mindfuck, go play that. It's free. Go right now.
I mean, if it's free, then go play it. Yeah.
Go play it.
Also, you should totally play Valhalla. I really am enjoying it. It is a lovely video game about serving girls drinks in a cyberpunk bar and having them say lewd out-of-pocket shit back to
Yeah, and totally not about getting people drunk.
You know what? Yes. Hell yeah.
Totally not about getting people drunk at all.
Getting Dorothy drunk. She puts the fucking in motherfucking Santa.
Wow.
And on that bombshell, I think we'll call it a night.
Say goodnight, Rainiac.
There we go. Good night, Rainiac.
Good night,
and we'll
Rainiac.
see you in... thank you, Kris. And we'll see you in... how polite. And we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for the beginning of Season 2 of Doctor Who, starting with the Robot Revolution. Until then...
So, I will end with this. You say you want a revolution? Well, we all want to change the world.
Damn.
My jaw just dropped open. Until then, bye for now.